morning, everybody.
So my name is Angela. I'll be teaching this yoga class for you today. The yoga class that we will be focusing on is flow. I'm Angela, and this is Ismajin. She will be our student for today. So today's props that you might need will be a ring or an elastic band and a block. I just want to put the music a little bit softer. Perfect, there we go. Okay, so we are going to be focusing today on twists, and our theme for this month is healing. And I want to leave you with a quote that you can meditate on during this session. And the quote is that healing doesn't mean that the damage never happened, but it just means that the damage doesn't control us anymore. So we will be focusing on your hectic breath today, which means we'll be breathing in for 3 times and then we'll be keeping it out for 3 times. Okay, that's also going to help with feeling nice and rejuvenated. Okay, so first will be on top of your knees, so you can just turn around facing that side. With your knees open, you'll press your tailbone towards the back, point your toes and go into child's pose. Hands is on the floor in front of you. I want you to take the deep breaths with yogic breath, breathing in for 3 counts and then exhaling for 3 counts. While you're lying in this position, in your child's pose position, I want you to feel how your hands is connected to the earth and how the energy that comes through the earth helps with healing inside of our souls. I want you to feel that you might have some tension in your hips while you're lying or seated in this position, and I want you to focus on allowing the oxygen to flow through all of those muscles, trying to prepare yourself mentally to just relax and to listen to your body as we go along during this session. I want you to become one with your soul. Take a deep breath in and out for 3. In for 3 and out for 3. And then the last time, as you inhale for 3, I want you to inhale positivity. And then as you exhale all negativity. Feel how your spine is slowly starting to loosen out as your chest is going deeper into the floor and your hips is relaxing. As your body is busy preparing itself mentally for this yoga flow session. Now from here, I want you to come up onto all 4. So knees will be in line with the hips and wrists will be in line with your shoulders. Just to give the body a slight loosening out in the spine, I want you to extend through the spine, press down with your lower back. Yeah, there we go. Chest into the floor, tailbone up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, give me a cat stretch. Imagine you've got a little string that's pulling your spine up. Now you can keep your knees on the floor. It's pulling your spine up towards the ceiling. Well done. And then you can flatten out the back again. Now from here, you're going to tuck your toes, keep your toes tucked at the back, and then press your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Into downward facing dog. You can slightly walk your legs a little bit closer towards the center. Release your heels down into the floor. And as you're standing in this position, you should feel a nice stretch going all the way down through into your hamstrings. Then I want you to step to the front, 1 foot after the other, and we can come into mountain. Okay, so slowly come up all the way, praying mountain. Shoulders back and down. Then you're going to go into high mountain, extend through the spine. And then as you exhale, you can forward fold. Give yourself a nice hug here, just tuck it in, nice hug. And then you can put your hands towards the end of the mat and you can either step or jump towards the back going into plank. Wrist will be in line with shoulders. There we go. Then from here, you're going to put your knees on the floor. And then you can glide your chest going down onto the floor, pressing your chest up to the ceiling, point your toes to the back, release your hips down into the floor. Make sure to connect your shoulder blades to the back, don't tense up on your shoulders. Try to straighten out the arms slightly a bit more, relax the hips. And you should feel a nice stretch going all the way through your spine, still breathing the yogic breath. Deep in for 3 and out for 3. Then from there, you're going to tuck your toes at the back. And you're going to press your tailbone back up to the ceiling, going down into downward facing dog. So jump up, yep. Slightly walk the feet a little bit closer to the center. There we go. Not too that far, a little further back, child's pose. There we go. Release the heels into the floor. Try to put your hands flat on the floor. There we go. And then from there, you can either step one foot after the other, back to the center. Back to the center, one foot after the other, and then slowly come back up. Inhale, come up into mountain pose. And then we're going to repeat that 2 more times. Inhale and reach, extend through the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Then you can put your hands back on the floor again, step to the back, one foot after the other. From here, I'm going to invite you to try and bend your elbows, going down with your upper body. If you find this too difficult, you're welcome to put your knees on the floor while you are in this position. So bend your elbows, bring your tailbone a little slightly closer to the floor. Keep it there, bend your elbows. Come forward with your hips. There we go, perfect. Make sure to still be breathing throughout it. Okay, you might feel like your arms needs a little bit of a rest, so just press your tailbone to the back and do child's pose first. So bum all the way to the back. And then from child's pose, you glide your chest coming up into cobra. Release your hips down into the floor, then tuck your toes at the back. Press your tailbone back up to the ceiling into downward facing dog. Slightly walk the feet a little closer to the center, but not all the way. And then you can either step or jump back to the center. And then slowly roll yourself back up, one vertebra at a time. Back to praying mountain. Deep breath in and out. Inhale and reach, extend through the spine last time. And exhale, forward fold. Both hands will be on the floor, this time yet again stepping or jumping, one foot after the other to the back. Just move a little bit forward with your upper body towards the end of the mat. There we go. Now from here, this is where I invite you again. You can put your knees on the floor, bend your elbows, and just very slightly drop your upper body down. No. Tailbones up, only knees is touching, bend your elbows, and slightly drop the upper body. There we go. Keep it there. Great job. Sometimes it's good to challenge yourself. Then you can press your tailbone to the back. Point your toes. Press your tailbone to the back. Keep your knees on the floor. Press your tailbone to the back. There we go. Great job. And then you can slide and glide your chest as close as you can to the floor, coming back up again into cobra. Release the hips down into the floor, connect your shoulder blades at the back, open up your chest, and keep it there. Remember that breath, 3 in, and out for 3. Tuck your toes at the back and then push your tailbone back up to the ceiling with your downward facing dog. And then you can either step or jump back to the center. Slowly straighten out both legs and then roll yourself back up and just find yourself in praying mountain. Relax your shoulder blades. From here we're going to go into chair pose. So your shoulders will be back and down, have your legs shoulder width apart, and then press your tailbone to the back and then slightly lean forward in a seated position. Take a deep breath in, hold it there, and then exhale for 3, can see her legs are shaking. Just once more, in for 3, and out for 3. Well done. Then from here, I want you to bring both hands down to the floor. Now step to the back ever so slightly with your left foot. Keep your right leg in the front, move it further to the front, and then bring your left leg closer so that your legs is in a triangle. So we're going into triangle pose. Okay, so you might need the block. In this case, it seems like SMG will do good with the block. So you can either keep the block flat or you can double the block up like that for extra assistance. Now, while you're standing in this position, SMG, could you please just lift up your arm, open up your chest, face the camera. Sorry, let me just get your hair out of your face for you. There we go. Perfect. Well done. Okay, so open up that chest. You should feel the proper stretch going right into the inner thigh while you are in your triangle pose. Focusing yet again on those breaths. In for 3. And out for 3. Then you're going to bring your left arm down to the floor. And this time you're going to go into twisted triangle. So now the block is going to come out towards your outside of your right leg. You'll put your left hand on top of your block, and then you'll twist as far as possible and comfortable for you through your spine facing the back. This time you should feel the stretch going through your hamstring. Ooh, the balance. There we go, I've got you. Still focusing on that breathing, yogi breath, in for 3. And out for 3. Great job. Okay, then you can bring your hand back down. Okay, then slightly move the block out of your way. And it seems like it's necessary for SMG to just come back together and one with herself. So you can step to the front and then just slowly come up. Just find yourself keeping in mind that SMG is a beginner, so she needs to rest, or if she feels like her body just needs to come back and run with itself, then that's fine. Then we first come back to mountain pose. Now you're going to keep that right leg in the front again. Please step towards the back with your left foot. And then this time you'll keep both legs as straight as possible. Lean with your chest forward in towards your knee. And then you can have your arms next to your sides like this. And while you're in this position, you are, this position is called the pyramid. And if you want, you can catch your hands behind your back and then imagine trying to pull your arms over your chest. So while stretching out the hamstrings, you should also feel the stretch going through the shoulders and into your pectoral muscles. Take it in for 3. And out for 3. Well done, SMG. And then you can bring your arms back down to the floor. Step to the front with your left. While both hands stays on the floor, you'll step to the back one foot after the other, and then press your tailbone back up to the ceiling, going in and down facing dog. Just move your feet slightly closer to the center, more or less. Perfect. Just center yourself. Now from here, you can step back towards the front, one foot after the other. Just hug yourself. And then bring your arms next to your sides. Inhale and reach. And then you're going to go back into that chair pose, seated. Leg shoulder width apart, and then go seated. Perfect. We're going to keep it here again. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Now could you go once more? Inhale for 3. See how she's shaking. And exhale for 3. Well done, SMG. And then you can bring your hands back down to the floor. Now this time you're going to be stepping to the back with the left foot. Small step, not that wide. Closer together. There we go. Bring that left leg further to the front. straighten out your leg, just move this leg slightly closer so that it's a smaller triangle. Perfect. Now you can put the block there. This time you are going to reach with your right arm up towards the ceiling, open up that chest. You should feel a nice stretch going right into your inner thigh of your left leg. Remember to focus on the breathing. 3 breaths in and 3 counts out. Then you can bring your right arm back down to the floor. You're going to put the block on the outside of your left leg. Put your right hand on top of it and then twist towards the camera. Perfect. Trying to keep your balance. This time feeling the stretch going all the way through the glute and into the hamstring. Remember, it's normal to struggle with certain things in life. Just be patient with your body. Remember that breath. In for 3. And out for 3. Now bring your left hand back down to the floor. Slightly move the block out of the way. And then I want you to just step back to the front. Bring your arms next to your sides. And then slowly inhale, come up. And then you can bring your arms back into praying hands, into mountain. Just center yourself again before we go into pyramid. Now from here, you're going to step towards the back with your right foot. Slightly with the right foot. Perfect. Then bring your arms next to your sides and then you can lean forward. This is now again where you can catch your hands behind your back and then imagine trying to pull your arms over your head. Feeling a nice stretch going all the way through those shoulders and the pectoral muscles. Try to keep that left leg as straight as possible as you feel the stretch going through your hamstring. Well done. 3 in and 3 out. Great job, SNG. Then you can bring your arms back down to the floor. Ever so slightly bend your left knee, then step to the front with that right foot. And now you're going to step to or jump towards the back with both of your legs. And then lower your hips down. Now press your tailbone up to the ceiling into downward facing dog. Very slightly move your feet a little closer towards the center if you can. Great job. Really lean with your chest into the floor. Center yourself. Now we're going to repeat that flow, but this time we're going to do a focus pose for today. And the focus pose for today is going to be crow pose. Please step towards the front with your right foot and then with your left. Slightly bend both knees and then come up into chair. Great job. Now step towards the back, bring your hands down to the floor and then step towards the back with your right foot. Great job. Straighten out both legs. Triangle, no, left leg is in the front, back to triangle. Perfect. Already you can see that she's a little bit more flexible now this time, hardly needing the block. Then you can put your left hand on the inside of your left leg and reach up towards the ceiling. Now bring your hand back down to the floor and then twist towards the camera. The block is there if you should feel like you need it. Great job, SNG. Still focusing on your breathing. In for 3 and out for 3. Then I want you to bring your left hand back down to the floor. Okay, then you're going to stay right there in pyramid. You can keep your hands on the floor if you want to. In for 3 for 3. Ever so slightly bend the left knee and then step to the front with your right foot. This time, while supporting with both hands on the floor, you're going to come down onto your knees. Okay, so now we're going to go into crow pose. So when we go into crow pose, I just want to show you, you'll have both hands on the floor, and then you'll hook your elbows on the insides of your inner thighs and your hamstrings. You can stay there. Okay, so basically you're in this position, and then try to challenge yourself and lift off. You'd think you want to put all of the weight at the back, but you actually have to lean forward to balance it out. Like most things in life need some balancing. Okay, so you'll be lifting off, and then if you can lift both feet off, if you can't, you can just tiptoe yourself through it. Okay, and we're going to keep it there. In for 3. And out for 3. Well done, Eugene. Then you can just unhook your elbows, close your knees, put both hands on the floor, straighten out both legs, and then slowly roll yourself back up. Mountain. And then arms in the front and sit. Perfect. Okay, now we have to do the other side. So you're going to bring your hands back down to the floor. Perfect. Then you can step to the back with your left foot. Slide no, more to the front. We're going to triangle now. Okay, move your right foot further to the front. There we go. Perfect. So this time you'll have your right hand on the inside of your right leg, and you can lift off with the left arm towards the ceiling, opening up. There we go. Now bring your left hand back down to the floor, and then you're going to put the block on the outside of your right leg, and you're going to put your left hand on the block, reaching up towards the ceiling, facing the wall as much as possible. I've got you. Woo, balance. Great job, Eugene. Then you can bring your right hand back down to the floor. This time you'll stay there. Try to straighten out that right leg as much as possible in pyramid. And then from there, I want you to step to the front with your left foot. And then you can just lower your bum back down. And now this is where we're going to go into our crow pose. So you'll hook your elbows in between your knees, and then you'll lift off. Remember to always be patient with yourself. I want you to take one deep breath in for 3. Yogic breath. And then you can exhale for 3. Great job. Okay, then you can come up all the way. And then I want you to just go onto your knees. Go into child's pose and just center yourself. So you can go into child's pose. Open up your knees. Yes, there we go. Take a proper rest. Center yourself. Okay, then you can slowly come back up. And this time we're going to go into Dragonfly. So I want you to go seated on top of your bum. This is now where the ring might kick in. You can straighten out both legs towards the front. Yeah, perfect. Okay, you're going to try to relax through the hips. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you can lean in towards your knees with your chest. Touch your toes. If you find it difficult, you can use a prop. In this case, we've got a ring, so you can hook your feet inside of the ring. And then you can walk your hands down the sides of the ring as much as quite comfortable for you. Imagine trying to pull the toes up towards the shins. Great job. We'll keep it here. In for 3. And out for 3. for 3. And out for 3. And then the last time, inhale. And exhale. Great job. Then you can unhook your feet. You can put the ring to the side. And then you can just ever so slightly move your bum further to the front. You're going to be lying on your back. I'm going to put the block behind you so you can lie with your head on the block for some extra assistance for your neck. Perfect. Then I want you to drop both of your knees over to the one side, not bending down. Bring them in towards your chest. Perfect. Try to put that shoulder blade down on the floor, and then you can hold onto this leg with your right hand. You should feel the stretch going through your spine. You might feel it going into the bum. Inhale positivity and exhale all the negativity. Then you can drop them over towards the opposite side just before we go into Savasana. So you want to push down onto your knee with that hand. There we go. You should feel a nice stretch going all the way through your spine. Do your yogic breath. Perfect. Then you can bring your knees back to the center. And then you can straighten out both legs on the floor. You can open your legs slightly. Arms is next to your side with your palms facing up towards the ceiling. This is now where you can just relax yourself, clear your mind of all negativity, focus on your breathing, and we're just going to start with Savasana now. While you're lying in this position, I want you to think of our theme, healing, and the quote that I left you with. Healing doesn't mean the damage wasn't done. It just means that we do not allow the damage to control us anymore. I want you to become one with yourself and your soul. Feel how your ribcage is sinking into the floor. Check in with yourself. We're always used to checking in with other people and asking them how their day's been, but how are you? How are you doing? You might have had a hectic week with lots of goals and challenges that you've put your body through. And maybe you didn't reach all of those goals. And this is where the healing process is, where you need to accept that there's certain things that you just don't have control over, and sometimes things doesn't happen the way we think it was supposed to, and that's okay. Allow yourself to just be. closing off with Savasana. I want you to become aware of the feeling of the mat underneath your arms. I want you to inhale, and as you inhale, I want you to inhale all the positive things. And then exhale all the negative things. Envision yourself as you leave this class today, when we're done, leaving all the bad stuff behind and going into the weekend with a positive mindset and happiness. While you're still lying in that position on your back, I want you to bend your knees and catch your knees with your hands, hugging yourself. You can slowly rock yourself from side to side as you're lying in this position. And then you can turn over towards your one side, whichever side your body leads you to. Bend your knees. And then you can support with your right hand and then slowly come up in a seated position with your legs crossed. Then you can put your one hand on your heart, opposite hand on the opposite hand. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Then you can give me praying hands. Namaste. You must have a lovely weekend, and then I will see you again next week. Bye.